So I just got done watching season 4 of You. You know, we're only a few weeks away from the finale season, and I wanted to catch back up before it comes out. But I must say, season 4, easily the worst season of this whole show. I won't say it was absolutely garbage, but it was bad though. It was bad. This shit was a complete mess. It was all over the place. And when the season first started, I was actually okay with what was going on, right? Joe moves to another country. I mean, yeah, he had to at that point. He was wrecking shit in the States. But, you know, he moves to another country. You know, he's meeting these different kind of people. And he's around these different kind of people. And the whole idea of him having a stalker. Now, that in itself was kind of like, what's going on right there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a different country, bro. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Then the group of people he's around, they rich and shit. They don't give a fuck about you. But I'm just like, okay, that's decent. He have a stalker, a person that's trying to blackmail him, and he's trying to figure out who it is, and he's thinking it's between this, you know, this friend group or whatever. I was like, okay, that seems kind of decent. Like, let's see how that works out. You know, it's different from what we saw in the first 3 seasons, right? He meets this girl, you know, he becomes obsessed with her, and then start killing everybody around her, and then, you know, of course, and eventually end up killing her. That's usually the same thing. So they switched it up for this season, and I was cool with that. They switched it up. But halfway through the season, we find out that Joe's serial killer match, blackmailer slash stalker, ends up being Reese. But in all actuality, it's not Reese. It's not the real guy. It's Joe's alter ego, alter personality. Huh? That alone annoyed the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Because I felt like that was filler. Like, y'all, we went through all that trying to figure out, okay, who is this person stalking him? Although I knew in the first place that was kind of dumb. Like, nobody knows this guy. Like, what the fuck are we doing? But I'm like, damn, that's something y'all should have introduced in the beginning of the show, ranging from the first to second season. You don't wait until damn near the finale, the end of the show, to finally unveil, okay, Joe has an alter ego. Like, you're just throwing some shit in the show to keep the show going. And I feel like we spent too long on other people and what they had going on. Like the whole Phoebe and Adam situation, we spent too much time on that. And I feel like that was filler for the show too. Right? It's simple as this. Adam was just using Phoebe, you know what I'm saying, for her bread. Bro, he's not even into women like that. If you ask me, he don't even have a look. He looked like a guy on the other side of the game. And we saw scenes where he was on the other side of the game. And hot take, I wish Phoebe was Joe's love interest, not Kate. First off, I'm gonna be honest. Don't get mad at me, but she's more attractive. I like her storyline more, right? She's this rich and famous girl who really just wants a genuine lifestyle, right? She's not really into the whole celeb thing, you know, or at least the type of lifestyle her friends were on, right? And then she's with this guy who is using her, and you know, we question the sexuality and shit like that. And y'all know that Joe usually like to save girls that's in a position like that, right? Or at least try to protect them and everything, even though he'll hurt their ass too. But I felt like that would have been much better. Rest even for the audience just looking at her and Joe. It just I felt something was gonna happen and it didn't. And I wish she was the love interest for Joe. I feel like the Joe and Kate thing is forced, bro. He don't like her like that, bro. And what I mean by that, even Penn Badgley couldn't sell as an actor his love for Kate. Like, it don't be feeling natural. It feel forced as hell. It feel like, okay, this is what we just gotta go with because this is what is in the script. But it's nothing like how it was for the other girls, bro. I don't this whole thing. I just was like, I couldn't even pay attention to their parts when they supposed to be like bonding and shit like that. I felt like it was forced. And then this girl right here, Nadia, she annoyed the shit out of me. Like, girl, just call the cops. You trying to play fucking detective and Mrs. Spy? Call the fucking police. If you have that much evidence and, you know, suspicion of Joe, bro, just call it. And that's the thing with these shows, man. The plot armor for Joe. I understand you have the main protagonist has to have some kind of plot armor so we can keep the show going, right? Because we know if we just did things how it would go in real life, the show would have been over in fucking season 1, season 2. But man, she just, man, and that's why her dumb ass go be riding in prison, bro. Or we go see how it goes in season 5. But she annoyed the shit out of me, man. Like, oh my gosh. The other characters in the season, out of the friend group, that was just bland as hell, man. Like, just filler characters, man. They didn't play no significance. Like, it was just on some arm rich and like that shit was bonk. Overall, man, this shit was bad, man. It was hard for me to get through. I was bored a lot of times, or was watching the show but going on my other social media at the same time. Like I couldn't even really lock in because it was just all over the place and just a complete mess, man. I really hope they get back to their roots in season 5 and the finale and pull things back together because season 4, no sir, no ma'am, this was not it.